All right, and we're live. Okay, Mr. Deadman of the Deadmanstome podcast. Now, okay, so it's no secret, it's no surprise that on this channel I've been talking a lot about the killstream, right? I definitely highlighted or definitely covered Ethan Ralph's moment of failure, moment of, I don't know, it's rock bottom is how I would describe it, where absolute embarrassment, right? The streams where he was so out of his mind, wasted and sluggish, just absolute embarrassing, dumpster fire. It really is. But, you know, having made comments on it, or on the kill stream, I should say, one thing I said as a fan back in the day, that makes it seem like it's so long ago, but as a fan, it was like, maybe if he got his act together, I'd continue listening. I still listen. I was like, well, because what's going to happen, right? Is he still taking the bars? Still taking the Xanax? Still hitting the maker's mark? Is he able to get his act together here? What's going on? And the last episode was actually, well, he was composed. He didn't appear to be drunk or wasted. He had a guest, right? He was actually able to conduct an interview. So, okay, it looks like he's getting his act together a little bit. And I said that then. I said that in a video I released not too long ago. In that video, though, I did a lot of talking and explaining the episode. I did very little showing. So what I want to do with you all is show you the episode, more like play it for you, okay? And make my commentary what I think. So the episode we're about to play, all right, as Ethan Ralph, right, as the guest. He doesn't have a co-host on with him. It's just him. It's just him and the guest, Liuthekitty. Who is Liuthekitty? If you don't know who Mumkey Jones is, you would have no idea who Liuthekitty is. Liuthekitty is, people can describe her as the Courtney Love of Mumkey Jones. Who's Mumkey Jones? The guy's face you see right next to Ethan Ralph and the white knight armor. That's who Mumkey Jones is. He's a semi-popular YouTuber, was a YouTuber, but I guess he is still on YouTube, but had his channel pretty much deleted, removed. He was kicked off YouTube because of edgy content. We're talking about like parodies of Elliot Rodger, things like that. Elliot Rodger, if you don't know who he is, he's the guy who shot up a bunch of people in Santa Barbara, I think like 6 or whatever. I said this too in the video I did, where small world. He was, Elliot Rodger, for a brief moment of time, a client at the psych facility I used to work at. It is so weird when someone who gets released later on, not too long of time, not too much of a stretch of time, until they actually do something horrific, right? It's. I shouldn't laugh at that, but even after you restrain and seclude the guy, and he's a nut job, but the parents want to take him out of that facility because, actually, no, I think he, yeah, no, that's right, his parents took him out, and I can't say what facility and all that, but I just put that there. Anyway, so what I want to talk about tonight is the episode, right? But before I get into it, this Liuthekitty is an absolute. She described herself. She disclosed herself as being a pedo. She is a pedo. She is a furry, cub drawing pedo. And my argument here, my complaint about this episode, is that while Ethan Knight might be composed, might be able to conduct an interview, I think he's white knighting. I think we have a serious case, or not a serious case, I'm not losing any sleep over this, but I think we do have a case of, once again, Ethan Ralph doing something that might definitely way people to. Let's put it this way: it's yet another time where he does something that makes you wonder: is this guy cool with pedos? Right? Is this guy cool with that? Like, what's going on here? All right, so let's get into this. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and play the episode here now. So right from the start, Here we go.
The owner and the editor-in-chief of the RalphRetort.com. It's Friday, ladies and gentlemen. We have a mystery guest here. Let me type this out. Get ready to put it out on Twitter. Hold on one sec.
Okay, so you have a southern drawl. I don't really hear the maker's mark. It doesn't sound like he's drunk, right?
Okay. Let me do this. I know this is thrilling. Okay. All right, just ready to hit send. I hope you all had a good, Friday, I guess? Friday, during the day. I had a lot of shit to do today. I won't go into it all, but it wasn't bad. Also got some vape juice that tastes like Airheads. So, all right, let's check here. I believe the mystery guest is ready. Okay. All right. Let me also do something real quick. Because I got a little... I mean, you know how I do interviews. It's usually free-flowing, but I do have a little guide here. A few things I wanted to bring up.
Yeah, turn up the volume a little bit more.
In case you don't know who the mystery guest is by now, it's Mumkey Jones' girlfriend, and I'm about to bring her on right now. If you'll give me a second. Okay, you're muted, though. All right, let's see.
So once again, just to remind you, my complaint about this is that I think he's white knighting, shielding Mumkey Jones' girlfriend. Just the way he treats her. So nice, so kind. It is the same guy who did not have that sort of kindness to someone like, let's say, Sargon of Akkad. I know Sargon of Akkad is a shit lord, okay? He does dumb things, says dumb things. But as far as I know, as far as we know, Sargon of Akkad is not a pedo, right? But yet, he would have harsh words and was, you could say he was mean towards Sargon. Sargon was mean towards him. I don't really care about that. I'm not really judging that. What I am doing is using that and judging how he interacted with this girl, this woman. It's weird, right? It makes you wonder, man, I think he's okay with this. I don't think he sees a problem
She
with
did say that she might be muted here and there, so... Okay. What? Yes, how's it going? Why don't you introduce yourself to the audience?
I'm sorry, I'm like really shy. Do I just say my name?
Yeah, just say your...
Yes, speak. Say your name. That's the other thing about this. Her voice, the vocal fry or whatever, it's so dull. It's you will lose attention. Like when I'm listening to these podcasts, I'm doing things throughout the day, right? Chores or whatever I'm doing. And I'm just like, did I hear that? Did she really say that? Okay, but let me play. You'll hear
your name or whatever you want to call yourself. Yeah.
Liuthekitty.
Okay.
Liuthekitty.
So I've talked to you. I've talked to you this week. Tried to get you on the show. Here is the appearance. Now, and as I said, I think the first thing I actually sent to you was we have been fairly harsh to you here on this show.
Yeah, that's a good point to bring up. Cool. I think that he went soft on her to get the juicy info. That is a tactic that you can use. That is something that you can use as well. It's like, but even okay. Well, let me point out something here. You're going to hear it in this interview. He does seem like he's very anxious, very nervous about something. And this is not a high-end guest. This is not a prestigious person. This is not of anybody of any sort of notoriety, right? This is a nobody, right? So he sounds very nervous, very anxious. Listen.
So I wanted to give you a chance to tell your side of the story, basically, because I don't think I've heard that anywhere really. So that's why I wanted to have you on the show. Now, let me look at my little guide here. First, I was going to start off with a little backstory. How did you get involved? Well, you're here because of the Mumkey relationship, obviously. I don't think people would be trolling you and going after all this stuff, with Dylan and his age and all that if it wasn't for your relationship with Mumkey. So, just a short synopsis. You don't have to go too deep into it, but how did you get involved with Mumkey?
I know it was like in the Meat Man video, but I just met him at like the Boomer versus Zoomer meet. His first show that
his first live show. She was a fangirl. Mumkey Jones had sex with a fangirl. who turned out to be a pedo, who turned out to be a furry who draws cub porn. I'm sorry. That is some fucking luck. And you know, how mean do I want to be? How mean do I want to be? Let me ask you something, okay? And be honest with me. If I'm going to show you some images, and can you tell what this is supposed to be? Can you tell? Look at this. Is this a girl? Is this a boy? What is this? What am I looking at here? This is her Instagram. This is her Instagram. This? Oh my God. You've got to be kidding me. You've got to be kidding me. I would be confused. I would think that was like a petite dude or something. Horrible. Horrible. But, that is what it is. That is what it is, huh? And she's obviously a furry. She puts it out there. Pretty freaky. Which, by the way, there's layers to that, which we're going to get into tonight. I'm very sure we will. Anyway, let's continue.
I actually tried my best to get to because I actually missed my plane when I came home, and I had my friend pick me up all the way from Philadelphia so I could make it to the show. So that's cute.
Okay. All right. So, and look,
Yes.
we'll have to ask a few uncomfortable questions here, and I already told you if there's some stuff you didn't.
Now, I'll say this. I think Ethan Ralph is uncomfortable asking these questions because he's not used to asking these sort of questions. Maybe that's why he sounds a little bit nervous when he's doing it. Okay. That could be a possible reason why. It isn't just out there. I could say he could be white knighting, but it's very possible that he could just be nervous and anxious about the sort of questions he's going to ask, right? Here we go.
You want to talk about, you just take a pass or whatever. But obviously, this is public knowledge. Mumkey was with somebody else at the time. Was there any regret?
If you're going to cheat on your girlfriend, you go up. You upgrade. You don't fuck with someone who has who looks like a boy. Is Mumkey gay? He might be.
About getting with him while he was with somebody else, or?
Yeah, cause I know like some girls will always like when they're in like these affairs, they'll be like, oh, fuck the other girl, but like I always felt guilty and like I'd vent to my friends like, hell no.
She feels guilty. Then why did you do it? Hold on here. Hold on. That is bullshit. She feels guilty, then why the fuck did you do that? And it just so happens she has an F list. This girl has an F list. You know what an F list is? It's a list of kinky shit you would consider. And one of her things, which is a maybe, is adultery. So yeah. That I don't press X to doubt on your feelings there. Okay? No, not at all.
Much it bothered me. Like I never tried to talk about her in a negative way. I always tried to, because I knew it wasn't fair. Like I had no room to say anything, so I just kept my mouth shut about her because I didn't feel any hate towards her.
Now, how did you first come into the public eye? We've talked about some of the twists and turns of this, but how did they first, I guess, uncover this deal? I know Mumkey came out in public and kind of, I guess he was the one who outed the affair himself. But how did
See, like, when I'm getting at very long-winded questions, like, I'm just ask, how did you get involved? Just boom, be done with it. He just drags it on.
How are you located? I know they went through your, like your art stuff and all that. So how did that happen?
He said he wasn't gonna put my name in respect for me, which I appreciated. But like I told you in our private call, which I used to be really mad about, but I'm not mad anymore because I understand. But Dylan was the one who wrote a Reddit post and just put my name in there, and that's what just
Dylan.
caused the entire fire.
That's the part.
So Dylan was the one that outed you. Now, for those who are not familiar, Dylan is the. I mean, he was a minor when you had a relationship with him, and you were involved with him before Mumkey. Is that correct?
Yeah.
Okay. So why did he put your name out there?
See, I would have followed up. How old was Dylan? Right away. Then again, that might be because my line of work, what I do for my day job, is I ask uncomfortable questions all the time, in a very, not really in an interrogative manner, but just it just flows out. You know, like the next question, boom. So how old is he? How long? Voodoo. What were your thoughts about that? Voodoo. You know, do you have any regrets? You know, things like that.
I still don't really know. I always thought it was because I blocked him that day. He stands by and he like told me that he swears it wasn't because I blocked him, but he still says he doesn't really know. So I can only take his word that I don't really know why.
Maybe just like a fit of rage or something, or.
Yeah, I know emotions were high, and that's why I don't blame him. Like, I know it was some kind of emotions, but I'm not going to pin anything on him.
Now, explain the relationship. Obviously, as I said, we've been pretty harsh on that score, although probably not as harsh as some people. He was 15 when you were involved with him. How old were you when you first were involved with him? I think he's 16 now, right?
Let her answer. See, he's so nervous. That's what I'm saying. I don't think it's him just being nice. I think he was anxious or nervous about these questions, right? Right? I mean, what do y'all think? You think he was nervous about this? I think he was nervous about talking to her. Now, I'm curious why he's nervous about talking to her. Is he wanting to be soft so that he gets certain information from her? Or is he wanting to impress her, wanting to maybe be on her good side to get a possible nude later on? Is he trying to be nice to White Knight, to kind of be gentle? I mean, they just exposed the fact that she even confirmed that yes, she did have relations with a minor that was 15 years old when she was 20. So I mean, I think about that point, the kid gloves can kind of come off a little bit. Just kind of get in there. And why? Why is that? You know? Come on, man.
Yeah.
Okay. So you were how old?
21.
So how did
21?
that...
No, man. So she was 21 and the kid was 15. Statutory rape. Statutory rape right there. That is illegal. If the parents wanted to press charges, they could have. But I guess they did not. See, and here's my thing. If this was a dude he was talking to that was having an ongoing current relationship with a minor, he would have probably called the police. He probably would have done some things like Ethan Ralph would have, right? Just think about that. How would Ethan Ralph be talking to this person if it was a dude? Okay, that was an adult having an ongoing sexual relationship with a minor. It'd be totally different, right? Even if he was trying to get certain information.
Come about. I guess I'm just trying to give people, the backstory to this, because, I think the headline on our show the other day was basically you're just kind of been known as the pedo furry girlfriend, to be impolite.
No, you didn't miss out much. This is the good part right here. The pedo with the furry girlfriend,
and say that, but that's kind of how it's been portrayed. How did you get involved with a guy that age?
Like I told you in our other call, it was we talked for a while, and I was really close to him. And, he was really close to me. I won't get too deep in it, but,
right.
He had some problems, and I just wanted to take care of him, and he...
She's actively disclosing this. I mean, the parents aren't pressing charges, so, I mean, what are you going to do, right? Yeah, and she's still in an active relationship with the guy.
Unironically, like, called me mom at the time, and I was doing my best to help him with his depression. And then when I
By the way, I think this is a good point to do a little aside real fast. Let's take a look at her F list. You want to take a look at this person's F list? This is the chick that Mumkey Jones cheated with his girlfriend with. This is the one that he wanted to propose to her. Mumkey Jones wanted to propose to this person. Really? Let's look at this. Let me take this off the screen real fast. What you see on the screen is a list. This is a list of things that this person, Liuthekitty, is into. Her favorite is begging, blindfolds, canines. Number 3 on the list is fucking dogs, dog funking. Mumkey Jones proposed to someone who's into dog fucking, demons, dirty talking, fear. Oh, it gets even better. Forced incest. Forced incest. Is that a fancy way? Is that an F word for rape? Rape incest? What is forced incest? This is horrible. Forceful gagging. Let's see. I mean, God damn it. Pokemon. I don't even want to know. I don't even want pseudo rape. Well, I mean, I guess you're not going to have to worry about it. Come on. Wait a second. Is this girl even getting any of that? Look at her. This woman. Let's get a good picture of her. This woman right here. This woman. She is not getting out and getting that much dick. There is no way. There's no way, because most people, when they see her, will be confused. Wait, you're a chick, right? There's no way. She's banging a 15-year-old because she can't find any other dick. That's what's going on there. I'm sorry. Let me get back into this. I know a lot of y'all want to listen to the episode. So yeah. I just had to talk about that.
got home from Florida, which was like after an abusive relationship, like he was there for me. And like, I want to add real quick too, because I know people are going to say this, that like people are going to be like, oh, why do you need to seek like moral support from a 15-year-old? But like, and the thing I wanted to bring up when I messaged you was, I have like trouble like reading and stuff, and I'm not, the brightest thing.
She had trouble reading? So she needs a 15-year-old to read for her? So here's the part where she says, pretty much discloses that she is a retard and she needs, not Mumkey Jones, Dylan, the 16-year-old, to read to her. So what? Oh my God. This is stupid.
The world, and like he would always like help me with my commission orders, and he's like way smarter than me, so he's not like a dumb 15-year-old. He's that funny meme, how mature for his age, but he genuinely is. He genuinely is. He's way smarter than me, and it makes me mad. But we just.
Well, I think a lot of people would be smarter, but not going to press on that. Okay.
Just got closer after I came back from Florida, and then like we wanted to date, and then he asked his parents for, like I said, I think a Christmas or a birthday gift if I can come over, and then I paid half of the ticket, and his parents paid half, and then I went down to see him.
Now, let me ask you, just I guess maybe explain the mindset. You kind of talked about the history there and how you grew closer to him. I guess some people.
I'm going to be honest with you guys. I'm kind of retarded. Yeah. Oh God, and that's what she's. I guess that would be her defense if the parents ever did press charges. If the state wanted to press charges on the parents' behalf, because that could happen. If the police were to get involved, I can't believe she disclosed this stuff. She actually admitted. All it would take hypothetically, is someone to report this. I mean, I guess kind of, sort of, but it'd be like, are the parents even going to press charges? Which is weird, because that would be like a huge double standard. Because if it was a dude banging a 15-year-old girl, it'd be a totally different thing, right? That's one thing I want you guys to really think about as you hear this, right? The mental image of a grown-ass adult, 21, 22, whatever, banging some 15-year-old girl, taking advantage of that, manipulating all that, there'd be different consequences, right? We wouldn't be laughing and joking about this. But it's, man.
People, including some of the stuff we've said on this show, can't really understand the mentality, how you would get involved with somebody of that age. Was there ever any concern, or
that's right, Chris?
I guess what caused you to take the leap? Obviously, you realize as well as anybody, right, that if this got out, especially now, I mean, at the time you didn't think it would be this internet.
See, once again, look how long it takes Ethan Ralph to just spit out the question. I understand being nervous, but just do it, man.
Shitstorm, obviously. But even in your personal life, if you were to continue the relationship down the line, people would kind of look at you askance, I guess would be the word.
There was like a bunch of like different perspectives. Like my whole family, like my mom was supportive of it. Some of my sisters were, some of my sisters weren't. His mom was like against it, but then his dad was like giving the equivalent to a high five for his son for getting a 21-year-old. Like,
what? Okay. Wow. The apple doesn't fall too far from the tree. So, that would make sense if the parents aren't pressing charges. That's because the parents don't see anything wrong with it, I guess, necessarily. The dad is also probably a degenerate who'd probably fuck a furry or fuck someone who's into the shit that she's into, who I have no idea. And you know what? If I was Ralph, I would have pressed on that and be like, what else would you have done? How much time have you spent with his dad? Because now I'm very curious if she's ever done anything with Dylan's dad. Because this chick is a hoe. Not judging hoes, but she is a hoe. And anything and everything can happen, can go inside her. She don't care.
There was a bunch of like, because I'm going to keep in the family, because not the friend's point of view.
Keep it in the family, all right.
But like, all the family point of views were completely scattered.
So I guess, did you ever think about not doing this?
Yeah, we had talks a lot. Like, we never like, completely thought, hey, this is okay. Like, we would talk together and say like, oh, this isn't a good idea. Like, what could happen? Like, that was constant. Like, we had these constant talks, which I actually like. I think it was mentioned in one video. I don't know which one because there's so many, but we did end up canceling the trip to go see him, me and my family and his mom. And we were going to wait until he was 16 and he was going to come to New York and his mom was going to watch him. But then, of course, like, they ripped it away from him. He got really...
Okay, so what would you do? Let me ask you guys this. If you found out that your 15-year-old son is banging a 21-year-old adult woman, right? But then you meet the woman. No, just there. You find out that happens. I would flat out have to ask my son, like, what the fuck are you thinking? What? You get involved in that? Because think about what's happening here. Like, that 15-year-old, that 16-year-old is getting also involved in more adult shit. What? And it's sort of like how broken she is. This woman, this Liuthekitty, how broken and fucked up and degenerate she is. We're not just talking about an adult. We're talking about a broken, shattered adult with probably some daddy issues with an F-list that is questionable, that raises all sorts of concerns, right? She's into incest and canines and Pokemon as sex and all this other nasty shit. Like a 15-year-old, 16-year-old, they should be if they're having sex, go have sex with other teenagers. Fuck, man. You're pretty much an adult just preying on them. Yeah. Oh, put a shirt on, fatty. Oh, and how cute. Thank you. Oh, Becky, don't worry. You know what? It's funny because you don't even get to see my fat, but it's fine. No, it's whatever. Just let him stay. I don't care.
Depressed. I don't blame him. Like, he was looking forward to that. So, his mom asked me to come back down, which I was really hesitant on, but I ended up coming down anyway because I wanted to make him happy and I wanted to see him.
All right. Now let me read a few of these Lino chats. Some of these were before you were revealed. Arcade Outpost says, "We in here, boys." Then he says, "Hide your wife, hide your kids, and hide your husband too." Not sure what that's in reference to. Evening Sequence says, "This is a little rude, but they paid me to read this."
A little rude. They paid me to read this. That's what I'm telling you. I think this nervousness is not just him just wanting to be nice, just to be nice. I think it's white knighting. I think, yeah, he doesn't want to scare her off because he wants the conversation, right? But she is a fucking freak. I don't think there's anything Ethan could have said that would really piss her off. The reason why I say this, just on her F list, by the way, one of the things that she's really into is verbal abuse. The second to last thing she has on her fave list is verbal abuse. She likes to be verbally abused. There's nothing that Ethan Ralph could have said that would send her scurrying away. If we find out later on that she sent a nude to Ethan Ralph, which, by the way, we're probably not going to get to this whole video, this whole thing, because it's like 2 hours long. But there's a part where someone starts talking about Liuthekitty's nudes and how they're out there, and maybe you can find them. And immediately, before someone can finish the sentence, Ethan Ralph cuts him off and says, "No, we're not doing that." Pure white knight move. That's not just being nice just to be nice. That's not just being nice to be respectful. The guest had already left the show. The guest was already gone. And anyone else, any other female guest, and this happened before, if those nudes were out, Ethan would have laughed about it. He might have played along. He might have maybe changed the subject, I guess. But the way he just defended her, it's like, in my opinion, defending someone who's not even worthy of being defended. What? If you want to jerk off to her nasty ass nudes, you go right on ahead. God damn it. Right? But anyway.
Hi, Pedo Thought. Why did you kill Mumkey? I guess I could talk about that a little bit. It's kind of out of sequence, but Mumkey's obviously taken a lot of heat all over the internet over the last 3 weeks. I guess this first broke. It's kind of been a drip, slow evolving story. So I think it was late May he revealed the relationship with you, well, not with you, but that he had cheated on his former girlfriend, and then it kind of progressed from there. He's been taking a lot of heat.
Once again, more nervousness. Once again, just get to the fucking question, Ethan. Get to the goddamn question. Man. Hey, how's it going, Chad? How's it going? Hey, Kelly. Yeah, this is going to be a different show. A different sort of show. Just having fun.
Do you feel responsible for that personally, or do you think things have been kind of misconstrued?
I feel like really responsible for like everything he's lost and everything he's going through, and I always tell him like how much I feel like shit, and like if he just wants to send me home, he can, because like I really feel bad about it. Like I feel awful. Like I'm really stressed about it.
Now there is a story, and we talked about it on this show. Dylan actually made a video and he deleted it. It was a really funny video, to be honest with you. We played it. I think we might have played it twice.
I agree. I definitely agree with the chat here. She definitely deserved the mundane mad treatment, and that's the thing. That's why in the thumbnail I have him as Ethan Ralph as the White Knight shielding this Liuthekitty. Which, if you're just catching up on now, if you don't know who Liuthekitty is, in short, I could tell you, Liuthekitty is well, what can I say? She's a pedo. She's a pedo. She's a 21-year-old female who's having sex, ongoing sexual relationship with a 15, 16-year-old. And she's on here on the show. The reason why she is, because she's a nobody. The only reason why she's here is because she's girlfriends or, you could say ruin the relationship, but of a I guess, semi-popular YouTuber named Mumkey Jones. And that's why she's on. That's why she's on. And that's why we're talking about her. That's why we're laughing. Especially at Ethan Ralph's treatment of her. His soft kid gloves on asking these questions. Okay? When this host, Ethan Ralph, and with very other guests have been much harsher. Guests that, while they might have done some shit things like Monday Matt flagging other videos, how that is very shitty. As far as I know, as far as we know, Monday Matt's not a pedo. I think there's a story about Monday Matt putting a knife to a chick's neck. Has anyone really verified that? But a pedo? I don't know. So where's the meanness, right? There isn't any. It's all Patrick Swayze be nice to be nice. That's all it is.
He was very cocky in this video, and he was throwing barbs at Mumkey. It was, I can't lie, it was funny. And Mumkey himself talked about this story too. That I guess it goes that you told Mumkey that you were still in love with Dylan, basically, and that's been portrayed as a cucking, so to speak. I guess that would
I hate that it's portrayed that way.
I mean, that would be a hit to the old manhood, though, right? I think Mumkey's, 23, you're 21, and you tell him that you're still in love with I guess he's 16 now. I could see where that might be a punch to the gut. Now, first off, let me ask you, did that actually happen?
Yeah, I'm sorry, I'm just listening.
She's not even paying attention.
From his video or Dylan's video? Because I don't know which part.
Well, I mean, did that?
See, and the guest, Liuthekitty, was so confused by that question because I wasn't timing it. It seemed like a 2-minute long question. Like, just get to it.
That story happened. I mean, it's kind of been repeated different ways, maybe in the two videos, but that's the story that's out there, that you told him you were still in love with Dylan, the 16-year-old.
All you would have to ask is, is it true that Mumkey Jones proposed to you? And she'll say, yes. Okay, tell me about that. And there you go. That's it. You're done. You asked it. Just let her answer. Come on. If you're doing most of the talking, that's not good.
And then in response, he proposed marriage to you.
Yeah, that happened.
It happened.
Oh my God, ladies and gentlemen, you heard that. See, I talked about it earlier, but it's true. And I think a lot of you already know this. Mumkey Jones proposed marriage to this girl after finding out, after hearing that she still has a, I guess, romantic relationship or is still in love with this 16-year-old. That's not someone you propose to. It's not someone you want to bring home to mama. It's not someone, no. You leave that alone. You leave that alone, and you pretend it never happened.
And like that.
It's like I don't think he wants me going into detail about that night, but you don't have to tell everything that night.
Yeah, that's
see, I would have been like, I don't know. Details are nice. Go ahead and tell. Go ahead and tell.
That's fine. You don't have to go into super detail on every little thing. I'm just trying to confirm that did happen, though.
That's a good point, Chris. That's a good point. I totally forgot about that. Ethan Ralph will talk to his own mom like she's a piece of shit. But he won't talk to this actual pedo in a hostile or mean voice. He's all soft and nice. Like, I understand having a nice and welcoming tone. I have that with my clients and what I do, right? And I'm asking some serious shit. You know? But if I have to put up the fire, if I have to raise the heat, that's going to happen. That's going to happen, man. We're going to get into those topics. And it's...
Yeah.
Okay.
I just remember that night as something really stressful. That's why I stutter on it.
Well,
yeah, I mean, that's fair. I just, I'm trying to confirm, and if it didn't happen, say that too. Arcade Outpost said Yoko Ono, ladies and gentlemen, and I've heard that repeated. I mean, it's kind of what we went into a minute ago. Pinky Culture says, I locked myself out of my balcony. That's kind of a non sequitur. I'm not sure where that goes. Not sure what to do with that. I'm sorry, Pinky, man. I hope you get back in your house. Now, there's also a strain of thought out there that that you don't really care for Mumkey. And I've seen this repeated many places. I'm pretty sure somebody probably called in and said it on this show even. That you don't care about Mumkey. You're using him for some reason or another to promote. I know you do art or to raise your profile. Or
art. Her
I guess
furry
to
art.
work an angle or something like that.
Her cub furry art. Not just furry art, but cub furry art. For normies, people who don't know what that is, that's okay. It's good that you don't know. But if you don't know what it is, you know what? Just ignorance is bliss. I don't want to tell you.
No,
I mean, you can address that if you want.
Yeah, because like even when I first like started dating him, I knew if my name gets out, even if like we're officially together and he leaves a girlfriend like the normal way, like I'm still gonna be that person. I don't want all that internet attention.
And she is that person now. She's not the Yoko Ono. She's the Courtney Love. Mumkey Jones is such a low place in his life right now. A lot of people who followed him are worried for him now because what is going on? Is he still alive? What is going on with him? Yeah. And once again, I'm not fully blaming her. Mumkey Jones has responsibility now too. He made his decisions. Don't get me wrong there. Mumkey Jones is a full-grown adult. He's making decisions, dumb decisions, by the way. And I think we can all agree there, right? So yeah, he has a lot of responsibility in that. But man,
I just wanted him at the time, and that's all I wanted. Like even when we dated, like I never called him Mumkey. I just called him Tyler because that's what I saw him as. Like I love the guy. I didn't love the internet thing. Like I still tell him that. I still stand by that.
So you didn't now. You got with Mumkey after the meetup. We confirmed that the story about you saying you're still in love with Dylan did happen. He proposed to you. You eventually accepted that proposal, or?
Yeah, he proposed and he said like think about it and see what you want to do, and then I thought about it and I came back and I said yes. Obviously, I'm engaged.
they are engaged. Okay, just keep that in mind. I know her voice. Is it just me? Because when I first heard this, I had to play it back because the sort of voice she has, it was like I was zoning out. I was not paying any freaking attention, right? But they are engaged. They are engaged. Okay? But Dylan, the 15, 16-year-old, the 16-year-old is in the Discord, in Ethan Ralph's Discord. And then one of her other exes is in the same Discord, wanting to hop on the show to talk to her.
So, I guess, what changed your mind? Was it just the proposal itself, or because you went from saying I'm still in love with Dylan, he proposed to you, and now you're engaged? I guess what did that show you something that he was more committed than you thought, or did it awakens some feelings you had originally, or what happened there?
Once again, that was a stressful night for me, and I will admit, I was confused on a million things, but yeah, you're right, Mumkey showed that he does actually care, and at the time I was thinking Dylan's still too young, and I was like, I can't do that to myself, and now I fucked over Dylan, and now I feel even worse, and I just wasn't fair to anyone that night because I was mentally fucked up.
Yeah, I guess
that's why I'm saying it wasn't really fair to anyone.
This chick has what is that disorder? Reactive attachment disorder? It seems like she's clinging from one to the other. If I'm going to take what she says as truthful, being that she wanted Tyler. All she wanted was Tyler, not Monkey, but the same guy. And then she's in love with him, but she's also in love with the other person, in love with the other person. You'll find out she still has feelings for her other ex because they have a back and forth. Another question, Chris. Do you think she was a victim at some point? I think this woman seems like someone who was a victim of something in their childhood. Definitely. I've seen this behavior before. I think a lot of us have. But I definitely seen it in clients I used to work with when I was at a psych facility. And usually those clients come from a really devastating home life where the dad might have done something. It's usually going to be the dad or it could be the mom. But you know what I'm hinting at. I don't want to flat out say it. But it leads to sometimes where the woman or the boy or whatever will like have this strong attachment to people and they just can't remove it. They have this fixation. It's so fucked up. It's toxic. It's horrible. Here you have it, man. Just this is not good. And by the way, a lot of this is gonna be like a soap opera of mental illness, okay?
Since I wasn't in my own good state of head, that's why I can't explain it correctly.
Yeah, I guess I'm just trying to figure out. Yeah, I mean, if you can't explain it, I mean that I can understand that. I guess that you were just in a bad headspace or whatever, to use the term from the killstream lore that some people would get. But yeah.
You know what? He hasn't. What's one question Ethan Ralph has not asked yet? How do you feel about breaking the law? How do you feel about having sex with an underage boy? How do you feel about this? Are you afraid you're going to get caught? Are you afraid you're going to go to jail for this? Are you afraid that what happens if he gets you pregnant and the family wants to sue you then or didn't press charges, right? Because, yeah, that question has not been asked. And why do you think that is, right? Unless I'm wrong, unless I didn't hear it, but I did not hear that question.
I guess so. I guess I'm just trying to figure it out. And if you can't really explain it, I mean that's fair. But you went from Mumkey, you got with him, and you were taking all this heat eventually, and then you decided you want to go back to Dylan, and then you went back to Mumkey. I guess was it just a case of being in love with two people at the same time? I mean that's happened before.
I feel.
Man, my other thing is he's putting words in her mouth. He is giving her an out, right? Just let her do the talking. You're doing most of the talking for her. Just let her talk. Just ask the question and let her talk.
I feel like that's the case. I feel like I just don't want to admit it because like I've had like a close friend of mine for like years now like try to convince me like Lou like, oh, I think you're not that monogamous, and I just haven't wanted to fully accept it, but I feel like it's true. I don't know. You can obviously see I'm very in denial.
Yeah, I mean, it does seem like there's some conflicting emotions, especially when you talk about, I don't know, I can't.
Conflicting emotions, I'm sure conflicting stories, dig deeper, come on. I know she's not being deposed here, but, she could have been, right?
Speak for now, but when you're recounting this, it does seem like a case of I hate to be trite and use a soap opera phrase or whatever, but a case of two lovers and kind of torn between. I mean, it is not to be insulting.
Not to be insulting. He is so white knighting her, right? Or he's not whiting, but he's so soft on her. Does Ethan Ralph have a thing for Liuthekitty? Is Ethan Ralph going to be the next person in this love triangle, love rectangle? I mean, can he fit into it? Will his gunt allow him to fit into this mix? Does she have a fat fetish? I don't think she does. I'm looking on the F list now, and I don't see fat. I don't see fat lover here. I see a bunch of other disgusting shit, but I don't see Jabba the Hutt lover or Gunt lover. I don't see that here. In fact, if I go to the no section, because there's a no list, she is not into. This is disgusting. Absolutely disgusting shit. Oh my god. I can't believe I'm reading this. Okay. I I don't Okay. Oh, here we go. Very fat characters. On our no list on the F list is very fat characters. So Ethan Ralph, you being nice to her is not going to get you into those, into that toxic content. I don't think you even want to be in there in the first place. At least you shouldn't. But okay.
But it is, I mean, it is kind of soap opera-ish. Matter of fact, I used to watch soap operas every single day. And I think I've seen this exact storyline, similar anyway, on a soap. Does it feel sometimes?
Oh, look, he had to use soap. Oh, he said soap, not soap. I bet he was thinking of soap when he said that. Ah, man. Yeah, Ethan was nice to Soph, and Soph was a 14-year-old girl, right? And we're in that stream where he was looking at her live stream without the audio on. That was interesting. That was an interesting thing there. Why does Ethan Ralph have a picture of Soph like on his desktop, just like that? What's going on?
It's like you're in a soap opera, or at least have been the last few months.
I'm sorry, but
Now paying attention.
Kind of like, and I'm sorry, I'm like reading the chat too.
That's okay. Yeah, I suggested before the stream maybe probably ignore the chat. I don't think, probably not going to be that popular.
You know what? You're right, Nassim. Degeneracy loves degeneracy. You know what? You're absolutely right.
But I wanted to give you a chance to put your side of stuff out there. And I'm being completely neutral and completely fair. And I told you that was how I was going to do it. So,
because I also don't want to like throw it as a pity party, but there has been.
What do you? This has been a pity party. It's a fucking sad display, man.
Great amount of like stress the last few months that's been going on. Like when this all first started, it happened right after my boyfriend left, and he left me like a week after, and that like tore me apart.
So, when you got with Dylan,
and that boyfriend's name is OJ. This chick was dating OJ. Then gets with Dylan. Then gets with Mumkey. Okay, all right. And this, yeah.
You mean?
No, I had a
Oh.
boyfriend before. Like I left Tyler for someone new who I was really happy with.
So wait. Hold on. Explain that. Maybe I'm losing my place here.
And this is the part where if anyone who is listening, actually listening to the Killstream this episode, would be confused as well. I was confused on the first heard. I was like, what? There's another person? I was like, this is a goddamn soap opera. I turned to my wife. I was like, I'm listening to a fucking soap opera right now. Like, why?
But you're with Dylan. You got with Tyler. You said that, I mean, you were still kind of torn maybe or conflicting emotions. You said you're still in love with Dylan. Then Tyler proposed. Mumkey proposed. And you got back with him. Are you saying there's a third person in there that's not part of the...
No, I mean, during the affair. I left him during the affair for someone.
Look how quickly she bounces from dude to dude. During the affair, what she's talking about is when she was banging Mumkey, and Mumkey had a girlfriend, which, by the way, that's not an affair. Okay, that's cheating. It's not an affair. I mean, what was he engaged? You know what? Even if you're engaged, it's still not an affair. It's just cheating. Okay. Anyway, so she's banging Mumkey. Then she bounces onto some other dude. Maybe I was wrong. I asked the question earlier. Do you think she actually goes out there and gets these dudes, gets the amount she claims she does? But apparently it does. Apparently people just fall for her. I don't know.
Because I want Mumkey.
So you left Mumkey for someone besides Dylan, is what I'm saying.
Dylan was like barely in the picture at that point. Like he was around. Like that's when Dylan wrote the Reddit post.
I'm just trying to. I guess is there a third party? Is all I'm asking.
Not anymore. He's gone.
Okay.
Yeah, and see, Ethan was asking that question, and she was dodging it. She was like being very weird about answering. Right? I'll be fair there. Right? He asked the question like 3 times. And she just struggled to answer. Answer the fucking question. Who's this third person that you're talking about?
But there was a third. Yeah, not now, but there was a third party. Is what I'm.
Yeah.
Okay, that's all I was getting, and it's just for people who are listening to this on the podcast later or whatever. I'm just trying to, keep the player straight. You don't have to name them or go into their past or whatever.
Yeah, I don't want to put his name.
Yeah, don't. I'm not.
Yes, Kelly. Her emotional immaturity, I agree, is definitely very astounding. It kind of makes sense why she doesn't see anything wrong with having a sexual relationship with a 15. She was 21 at the time. The dude was 15. Now he's 16. She's 22 now, or whatever. She has the maturity of that. And she said earlier that, he's smarter than her. Well, I can believe that.
I'm not suggesting that at all. I'm just trying to keep the story straight. You understand, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Let me read a few of these. Again, some of them will probably be mean. Fat Zach says Andrew Anglin would be a better guest. I think Anglin would probably get us taken off the live guys. I don't know, but I did laugh at his call.
But I agree. As troublesome as that guest would be, he probably would have been a better guest, because then we wouldn't be listening to a freaking soap opera here. This isn't killstream material. This is more like Mr. Mediker stuff. If Mr. Mediker was just making fun and laughing at the person saying this stuff, this is more like freak show material, like Deadmanstome freak show. Explore, but be honest about how you feel about the degeneracy. I mean, come on now. Ethan's being too nice, being too soft. And there's a reason for it.
On the other day, I haven't talked to Anglin in a while. It's my understanding he hasn't been on a lot of podcasts, and I guess right around the time he came on the Killstream last year, and then he did a couple others. I know he did the Weekly Sweat, and I don't think he's done any since then. Terry J says, "What's worse?" This mean one again. What's worse, being a woman or being a pedophile? Pinky Culture says, "Okay, I managed to break into my apartment window. I'm glad you got in there." Nicholas the Oreo. Hi, the Oreo. How's it going, man? Good to see you. She says she deserves one pedo up. That's a Tonka Saw reference. Polly the Polar Bear says you and Mumkey shouldn't have kids.
No, they shouldn't.
Now, let me look at my chart here. Okay, this is one thing I wanted to get into. Now, and if you look...
Okay, wait. He has a chart, which means he has material planned for this. He has questions planned for this. So why does it take him so long to get these questions out there?
The chat, I suggested that you didn't, but I know the pull that chat has, so I understand the natural inclination is to look at the chat, but not just on this show, but over the last couple weeks.
Oh wait, I misheard. He said chat, not chart. Okay, never mind.
A lot of people have kind of portrayed it as you taking advantage of Dylan, or maybe scarring him, I guess, to use the term. What would you say to that, to those people who put that out there?
Okay, now this is where she's going to justify her being a pedo, right?
And like, I'm just also gonna, like, because Dylan knows, like, I'm saying this, and I want him to know, like, because, like, he was bragging about it in some servers, but he even has told me he doesn't feel that way. The only reason he almost felt that way is because he had tons of people convincing him, and it's like, that's fair, because when I would talk to my...
Hold on. So she was saying, oh, but he was bragging about it. Of course, a 15-year-old boy, a teenage boy who just got laid is going to brag about it. Of course he's going to do that. That happens. It happens. He's talked about other teenage boys, whatever, blah, blah, blah. This stuff comes out. Okay.
My friends about, like, Mumkey, they're like, oh, he's manipulating you. And now I know he was never doing that. But when you have a ton of voices telling you something, like your mind changes. But now, we've talked and he knows that's not the case.
Your mind changes in that situation if you are weak-minded. But the thing is, what the hell? Look how long her answer is. At this point, I forgot what the question was. Just answer the fucking question. God damn. Director. Come on, Ethan. Director.
Like the cute meme I told you that like he knows I'm gonna say in this chat. Like when he was in a server and he would be like, oh, well, am I a victim of good pussy? Or he would say like he would be like, how was I raped when I was on top? Just like stuff. Like
you didn't tell me that one. I did hear the first one that you told me. I didn't hear
that one was my favorite.
Oh my God. And she's laughing about that too. And see, here's the double standard. If this was a dude, if Ethan Ralph, the host of the Killstream, was talking to a dude right now, an adult dude, 22 years old, and is having sex with a 16 or 15 or 16-year-old girl and talking like this, it would be a different style, different tone, different questions, different reaction. There wouldn't be this laugh. It would be like this shame, disgust, disavow. It would be all sorts of stuff. But this, come on, man.
Man. Okay.
The dude would be dead. That's right.
He tells me how much he liked it, even though that's.
So you reject.
I guess
you reject that.
Say.
You reject the assertion that that he was somehow damaged by this psychologically.
Yeah, he was also with someone before me in real life.
Right. Now, was she also a little bit older, or was?
No, they were the exact same age.
Okay, that was a little joke. You didn't have to answer that. Now I did.
Well, I will say this: judging on her F list, judging what we know of this person, Liuthekitty, it seems like she is the sort of woman who doesn't really regard herself very well. She doesn't seem to have a very high maturity. She doesn't seem to have very high self-esteem. We've seen the F list. She's into all sorts of kinky shit that you have her pretty much perping on a 15-year-old, 16-year-old, and will allow him to do anything and everything to her. Yeah.
See, one of my mods in the chat, Stacey Marcherie, I think she might also be a sub too, I think. If so, thank you. If not, thank you for being a mod anyway. Now, this one is, I think she might have been joking too, but dude.
Yeah, let me answer that real fast. Kelly, that is a good question. Why is Ethan Ralph, the host of the Killstream, interviewing a nobody, a degenerate nobody, which I don't have a problem with it being degenerate, just explore. But it's like, why this pedo? Why interview her? Because she's the girlfriend. She was the girlfriend, or is the girlfriend, or the fiance now, of a YouTuber named Mumkey Jones. Semi-professional, semi-popular YouTuber, okay? He has a following, but people are very worried about him. And Mumkey Jones has been, he was supposed to go on the Dick show to talk to Dick Masterson about his situation, but it didn't happen. But Ethan Ralph got a hold of the girlfriend. Or I guess you could say fiance now. That's why he wanted to get this. I think he really wanted to ask about Mumkey Jones, which later on they do. But it's like, this is like a dumpster fire of a guest, though. I mean, this is not. I would have treated this differently if it was me, definitely. But I want to definitely get to the part where Dick Masterson gets on this show, because that changes everything.
Number 3 was the other person that's unnamed and can stay unnamed. I'm not trying to pull that out of you. He was over 18, or was he? That was a question that she had asked.
Yeah, the guy who I was currently with, like when all the leaking happened, he was 24.
I guess what it's not common for you to do this. Is that your position? Like, this is not something. I guess some people in the chat, and elsewhere maybe think it's a common thing that you do.
I've only dated people really like older than me by like 3 or 4 years or a year younger than me.
And Dylan is the outlier.
Wait.
Yeah.
She only dated people like 3 or 4 years older than her, and then 1 year. Like how long for how long though? Like I'm curious now if there was a point where she was underage dating an adult, an older dude. I wouldn't be surprised about that at all.
Yeah, the first exception.
Okay. I was going to say exception to the rule, but I think outlier fits a little bit better. To use a polling term. I could never mind. I'm talking about political poll.
All right, let me skip ahead a little bit. Let me get to the part where Dig Masterson gets on here real fast.
By the way, I just thought of a joke. Is that a source of friction? I guess I would be pretty pissed if you were still talking to him. If I was Mumkey, is that a concern that maybe that would hurt your current relationship, or is that not a concern?
It's been a concern. I won't get into too much detail, but
Sure.
It does cause friction.
Okay, so I just want to play this part because yes, while Mumkey did propose to this woman and they are engaged, she's still in communication, still has relations with the 16-year-old Dylan, who, by the way, comes on this episode to talk to her. And he talks to her like shit, given the verbal abuse that she likes, by the way, and then sends her a heart emoji via text. Like this whole time she's texting her exes. Anyway, let me get to the part where Dig Masterson gets on. I think it's about 39, 40.
Some other stuff on there that I'm not really familiar with. I guess
I watch it with my mom, and I watch Steve Wook.
Let me skip it.
Yeah, back when
We weren't dating because he was 15. It was just we really like each other, and this sucks, but let's see if we can make it work.
Now she's explaining her.
It wasn't like, oh, this kid's a child. That's hot.
So is there any, I think I've asked most of my questions. I'm trying to think of one. I mean,
yeah,
I guess where do you go from here? What are your
a lot of things about him that I think Lou would shoot me if I expressed.
Okay, this who just hopped on here is Dylan. This is her. Is this? Yeah, I believe this is Dylan that hops on, and listen to how she talks to him.
Okay, sorry, I forgot I changed the permissions real quick. Okay, all right, Dick, where did you go? No, it was something on my end. Dick, how you doing, man? Oh, what in the fuck? I heard him that time.
No, yeah, he was here.
Oh my god, Dick.
Hey, what's up?
Okay,
What's up,
Dick
man?
Masterson.
There it goes. Now it works. How you doing?
Oh man, I'm boomering it up. Look, I just want to come clean with everybody. I am the ex that Lou was talking about.
No, he's not. No.
Yes, I've been lying about my age for years. I'm actually 12 years old. We dated last year. Lou and I met on a WoW server.
No.
I titillated Dora the Explorer and Teletubbies. She said she would dress up as Dora the Explorer for me. I sent Lou the picture of my first pube. That was a special moment. Lou, to be serious, I have a deal for you.
What?
I want to challenge you in a fiddling contest for Mumkey Jones's soul. So we'll play the fiddle, and whoever of us wins the fiddling contest gets Mumkey Jones's soul. If I win, I get Mumkey Jones, and you fuck off forever. And if you win, you get to keep him chained up like the guy in Seven who.
Leave it to Dig Masterson, man, to change the atmosphere, the whole atmosphere of the episode. That's when it actually gets funny and fun. The rest, I mean, because for 50 minutes in, it's like, oh, it's just getting worse. She's defending her pedo ways. We're laughing about it. You guys are just, I mean, come on. Where's the heat? Where's the intensity? Come on.
had deodorizers all over the ceiling
But that's what
for the
I
rest
want.
of his life.
I want a human slave.
Where are you registered? That's all.
Where is she registered? Like, does he mean? When I first heard this, I was thinking, okay, you mean like as a sex offender?
I want to know, where are you guys registered for your wedding? I want to get whatever you. What are you registered at the Urban Pet or Petco or something?
I'm sure you're invited, Dick. I'm sure you're invited. I've heard you're good friends.
Oh man, Lou, let me ask you something. People are calling you Yoko Ono, but I think you're more of a Courtney Love. What do you think about that?
Courtney Love is. I'm scared. I know she was a bitch.
Yoko Ono is...
Oh no.
Yeah, go ahead.
Go ahead, Ralph. Please.
I was just gonna say Yoko Ono got with John Lennon, was blamed for breaking up the Beatles. Courtney Love has been blamed for Kurt Cobain either killing himself or her actually killing him.
Okay,
depending on which version you believe.
Can I just say something, Ralph? Okay, so Dylan's yelling at me. He really wants to come on. So after Dick, can you just let him on?
We might as well just bring him on with Dick. I mean,
okay, I wasn't joking, guys. While she's doing this interview with Ethan Ralph on the Killstream, her exes are in the Discord or in the chat waiting to hop on. Dylan, the 15-year-old or the 16-year-old, and then later on it's going to be OJ. All right, it's.
Yeah, bring him on right now. Lou, come on,
Howdy.
Bring him on now.
He's here. Hi, Dylan. Hi, Kit.
Howdy.
And by the way, doesn't it sound like Lou is getting too much out of this? She's enjoying this. That sort of laughter she has. That's a weird laugh.
Okay, so I don't want this to be a shit fest.
All right, go ahead, Dylan.
It's already been a
You're on the
shit fest.
Killstream, first time ever, sir. Or well,
Oh yes.
I'll give you the sir. You're mature for your
He's 15. 16.
age, like Lou said. So I think you can be called sir.
I think I'm close enough. Yeah.
All right.
I
First
feel
off,
like I'm at the Gymboree over here. There's so many kids on the line.
now, first off, I have to give you credit. The little response video you did for Mumkey there was hilarious.
Oh, thank you. I try.
It was really good. Why'd you take it down? That's what I was going to ask you.
It was a little bit cringe. I didn't want to lose subscribers.
Oh, did he? What happened?
Can we not add any more people? Please.
No. It's just we're going to keep it at this. Go ahead. You said you were worried about your subscriber count. Is that what you said?
No, it was a meme.
Okay.
Yeah, she's definitely enjoying the attention. This woman enjoys the attention. That's why she's bouncing, going from guy to guy and guy to guy. It's one of those things you see this. It's not just with women. It's also with men. It happens where there's some people who just they depend on attention. Especially with women, where some women just rely on men. They need to get the attention from men, and it's not just one man. It's as many men as possible. It's crazy. I talked about this before, like reactive. What was it? Attachment disorder, reactive attachment disorder. That's a real thing, man.
Yeah.
All right, so
I have 22 subs on YouTube. I mean, come on.
yeah, I didn't really think. Yeah, maybe I missed something here. That's what I was wondering. But okay, so you joined the show. What made you jump on? Was there something you wanted to say, or
Oh no, nothing in particular.
just came to hang
Yeah,
out?
dude.
You just wanted to what? Like talk to Lou or
Dylan, what do you think of Mumkey? What do you think of Mumkey?
What do I think of Mumkey?
Yeah.
Mumkey Jones is a little ass bitch.
Hi.
Okay, there's too many people.
All right, wait, hold on.
Ralph.
Okay, I said this in my video about this, right? Or listen to how things change here. Now, Liuthekitty is going to be bossing Ethan Ralph around. He's the host of the show, and he's going to do what she says. Okay? Not only is he soft on her, not only is he kind, more so than I would expect. More so than he would have been if it was a dude in the situation. But he lets her run his show.
Help.
Okay,
I'll go
yeah.
back on.
Yes. You'll just have to. Okay, we're gonna keep it at this. Go ahead. You're not a fan of Mumkeys.
Yeah, that'd be pretty accurate.
Okay. Why do you feel that way?
Apart from a personal level of he fucked my bitch, it graduates deeper into relationship tendencies of, cheating and, cheating being... I think he was manipulative. I still think he's being manipulative. I think a lot of things about him that...
The 16-year-old guy, a 16-year-old kid. This kid is trying to say Mumkey Jones was manipulative with Liuthekitty. What? Liuthekitty's the one who's manipulating them. And, well, actually, you know what it is? It's just shit people. I hate to say this about Mumkey Jones. I don't know him much as a person, but just judging this, I don't think he makes the best decisions. Yeah, it's a shit fest. It's an utter shit fest. This is a Jerry Springer shit fest. Kelly Evans, you're right. This is a Jerry Springer episode. That's what this is right here.
I think Lou would shoot me if I expressed here.
Yeah,
Okay.
just...
Not a fan.
Yeah, definitely.
Right.
But listen to how she talks about it. She says, "Don't." She's like kind of hushing it. Oh, don't talk about it. But I'm so curious, and I would 100% believe that she's probably still we know she's still texting Dylan, and probably keeping him on the, I don't know, keeping it in on certain things about her feelings towards Mumkey, her feeling towards him.
Are you still in love with Lou?
I mean, I don't know,
answer.
man. I think
Good answer.
love is pretty gay, so probably not.
All right,
Love is gay.
Dylan, just go back in your green room corner.
Yo, fuck you. This is my stomping grounds now.
No, it's Rob's.
All right. Well, I mean, he's here. Let's ask him a couple questions, I guess. I'm trying to think. Are you mentally damaged from this encounter?
From the encounter with Lou itself, the sex itself, nah.
The sex itself. Wow.
Getting puss didn't hurt my brain.
I guess Sargon's
She hurt
right.
my heart, though. SMH my head.
Now, what made you get mad and write that Reddit post where you put out her name and all that?
Oh, the funny thing is, I wrote down that whole post without putting her name, and then it was a little bit.
It's so bizarre listening to this train wreck, right? It's like, come on. Yeah. I mean, the problem would be her manipulating him. The problem is that this woman, this Liuthekitty, is taking advantage of him. God damn it.
Bit of a knee-jerk reaction, adding an end that I didn't really think through.
Yeah.
So
It's way
Yeah.
too late. It's fine.
Yeah, it's the horse is out of the barn, I guess, or
Yeah,
I guess
it ran away.
Horses out of the barn?
dog's out of the
Oh,
house. Maybe we
spirit.
should use that for the furs or whatever. I
The
don't know.
knot is out of the cock.
Okay, someone said he's clearly retarded. Be nice.
Okay, wait. Man, her laughter, she's really into this. She's really enjoying this attention here. She likes to be in the middle of drama. She's liking this. She's enjoying this. She thrives in this stuff. Oh, damn straight. She's going to be keeping Dylan. Mumkey Jones, do not go through on this wedding, man. Just take the ring back and just run. Kick her out. Because she's not going to be she's not going to settle down. She's going to be banging this underage kid while married to you, and then you'll be roped into it.
Nice to Dylan.
Oh, I'm getting cyberbullied.
So you don't care for Lou now? Is that what you're saying, or? I mean, you obviously
I
do,
don't
right?
hate Lou by
That's
any
kind of why I'm
means.
asking you, because you wouldn't be here, right, if you didn't. I mean,
Oh, no, I definitely still care about Lou. As for feelings about her, I really don't know anymore. It's weird. But
You're just a good pal.
Oh, Kelly, yeah, the reason why I'm listening to this is because I did cover the kill stream on this channel quite a bit, especially the downfall of Ethan Ralph. And one thing I said was, if the kill stream was getting back, I'd want to see the kill stream return to its former days. That's not happening yet. Well, Ethan Ralph is not on bars or Xanax right now, and I don't think he doesn't sound like he's on Maker's Mark. This is not a good episode. This is not good. Oh man,
good pals. Now, I asked her this question. I guess since you're not a fan of Mumkey, you probably don't care. But I can imagine being in Mumkey's shoes, and I can't imagine actually going back and listening to this if I was Mumkey.
I can't imagine being Mumkey at all. If I was Mumkey Jones, I would just kill myself at this point.
God damn.
Why is everyone so mean?
Oh, and listen to her. Well, why is everybody so mean? Because of this situation. It's fucked up. What are you talking about? Oh, man.
But what I was going to say, I can imagine him being mad about you still talking to Lou. I guess that doesn't really enter your mind too much, though, does it?
No, not really. Not a massive concern of mine.
You sound like
he doesn't care.
The cat who swallowed the canary. You sound to be getting a kick out of this, actually.
Of course he is. He's a fucking teenager. He's enjoying this. He finds it funny.
Can we put him back in his corner, Ralph?
No, this is my stomping grounds, Lou. You can fuck off.
Oh man.
Which, by the way, let me remind you guys. The woman we're listening to right now, Liuthekitty, she has an F list, right? And one thing on her F list, which is just a list of things people are into, I guess it's horrible stuff, right? Is verbal abuse. So when you hear her laughing like that, when you hear her saying that, oh God, I think she's getting off to this.
Are you guys both getting off over this?
No,
right
I'm
now?
not. I'm not. I want Ralph to pick him up and just put him
You want me to
in.
put him back? Okay, well, let me give you
She wants Ethan Ralph to white knight for her. She just said that.
a chance. I did tell you that, whatever.
You told her what? See, now I'm curious about that. What did Ralph tell Liuthekitty behind closed doors? What did he tell her? Oh, I'll be nice. I'll make sure no one's being mean to you. Whatever. Okay.
Everyone's saying cringe fest.
Now let me ask you, Dylan. Where do you go from here? What are your final thoughts? Is there something out there about you that you want to correct? Is there a statement you want to make, or a message to Mumkey? I think you already sent a couple messages to him already, but.
That like months ago, like 5 months ago now.
What about months ago? I'm sorry, I didn't.
Yeah, I sent him messages like 5 months ago.
I mean, I'm not talking about. You sent him a message. So what did since you brought that up, what did you say in that message?
I did a fucking 15-year-old's attempt at blackmail. I was like, hey, you either own up to this or I leak it to everyone, and he didn't do anything. That's it, right?
Let's see. But what I really meant was, I was asking, did you have a message for him now, or did you have something? I guess, is there something out there about you that you feel has been misconstrued, or that you want to correct the record? I guess because I have a feeling people are probably going to go back and listen to this. So I'm just.
If I have one message for Mumkey Jones, it's that my prediction for you, Tyler, your relationship isn't going to work out tie.
Yeah.
And I'm not really sorry about it. Go fuck.
That's the truth right there. It's coming from him. Mumkey Jones, do not go through with the wedding. You don't even know who I am. I'm just a nobody to you guys. But and that's what's weird about this, right? These people were talking about Mumkey Jones. When I say semi-popular, he does have a following. He has a fan base, and they orbit around him. They follow, and of course, we're another concern because it's like, what happened to Mumkey? Well, because he's been out of his freaking mind lately, making these dumb decisions. But they have this following, they have this presence, but they're fuck-ups. They're utter fuck-ups. They're utter fuck-ups. Ethan Ralph has a following, utter fuck-up, complete fuck-up. Mumkey Jones has a following. Yes, he has some funny videos back in there, but doesn't mean he's a fuck-up. Right? Man.
All right.
Okay, can we put him away?
All right, fair enough.
Can we put him away? Sir Ralph Knight, please put him away. Put him away.
Thank you, Dylan, for joining us, man. I appreciate it.
Of course.
All right.
Okay.
Obey your
right.
queen,
Oh,
Ralph.
God. He just sent me a heart. I'm not. Oh God.
That right there is a sound of like blushing, wasn't that? She's getting flustered. She's getting flustered. She's getting off to this.
Dylan just sent you a heart.
Yeah, I have a lot of patience right now. All right, so what's going on?
I don't know.
I feel like a pedophile after that call.
Yeah. Her laughter is horrible. Dick Masterson is the voice of reason in this episode, and he's about to bow out.
Oh God, Dick. I'm sorry he didn't go on your show. I tried to get him to go on.
Yeah, let me ask about that.
Is he alive? Is he actually? Because I'm seeing like visions of Bernie with Jack Black, where he's just like both me and my girlfriend think Mumkey is dead, and you wrote his Patreon post.
No, he wrote it. He just doesn't want to come on right now. Like that's literally it. He just doesn't want to come on.
What do y'all think? I mean, just based on this, you know Monkey, you don't know Monkey. You think he's still alive? I hope he's still alive.
Is he in a wheelchair like Mr. Lebowski, like wheeling around his Iowa house? Like, is he in bed all day? What the hell is he doing? Besides living his most best life ever and calling his fans incels.
I honestly, like, I can't speak for him other than what he tells me. Just
That's funny too. Monkey's calling his fans incels when he is an incel. Monkey is doing the stuff because he's never gotten. He is an incel who had a bunch of parody videos on Elliot Rodger, who was also an incel. And once again, small world. I just so happened to have worked at the psych facility that Elliot Rodgers was at for a brief moment of time, and I remember that his parents brought him there. And he was only there for a little bit because his parents pulled him up. They didn't like the facility. They didn't like the fact that his son will get restrained and secluded if he acts a certain way. And this is the same guy who shot up Santa Barbara, right? Incel guy. Mumkey Jones is an incel, making fun of his fans for being incels. And Mumkey Jones is making all these stupid decisions, getting involved with this Liuthekitty. Finds out that not only is she banging a 16-year-old, or she had banged a 16-year-old, she's still in love with him. And then his response is to propose. And then she says yes. That's not right. So Mumkey Jones is not in any position to be putting any sort of shame or shade on his fans and followers and things like that. No.
doesn't wanna, and that's all I know. I don't know what's running through his head.
Are you going to
Like,
be less
I'm
attracted to him now that he's not Mumkey Jones? Because you met at a fan meetup, right? And good for you. Like, I mean, I know everybody hates you, and I do as well. Like, just because women are the devil. But you got in there, you got your star, you lassoed your star. Is your love for him going to fade now that he's no longer Mumkey Jones?
No, because I never liked him because he was Monkey. I liked him because he was Tyler.
This is the inverse of what any sort of, I guess. Okay. The girlfriend that Mumkey Jones was with before all this, from what I understand, was supportive of his creative content, was supportive of the whole Mumkey Jones thing. Now he's involved with this woman who's not only a pedo, all this stuff to do, but doesn't even care about the Mumkey Jones part, but cares about the man behind. But the Mumkey Jones is what was making him money. When I said he was a semi-popular YouTuber, I mean he was actually making money off his videos. He was actually making money from his Patreon, and he still is. All right, he's making a living off of the content he creates. While some of us work hard jobs, or work boring and monotonous 9-to-5 jobs, these fuck ups are getting paid. They're finding a way to get paid, and they're living these stupid fucking dumbass lives. Oh man, Yeah.
Fell more in love with Tyler than I did the monkey character. I don't like the monkey character.
Do you like him, Lou?
Really?
Are you sure?
Yeah.
I mean, like, you're parading his life around the internet like a joke. Like, if he killed himself, people would understand after this debacle. Are you sure that you like him?
Yeah.
I mean, I do, like, at a time, like, I was really mad at him. But
Yeah.
like, obviously that's all fixed now. It's like there's still troubles, but like I get past everything.
She's not mature enough to get past troubles. Oh my god. The moment that there's any sort of conflict, she's going to be running to one of her other boyfriends she has. She's not mature enough for a committed relationship. She has the maturity level of a child.
Okay.
Like, genuinely.
I don't know. Maybe it's just me. If a girl said she loved me and she's online talking about her underage relationships, I would be very I would doubt her. I would doubt her true feelings for me.
I mean, yeah, that's fair.
I think this is part when he bows out.
Sorry, I just let the pause hang there, Donga style, dead air. Now,
Someone keeps joining and leaving.
Okay, the person who keeps joining and leaving that she mentioned is her other ex. Okay, her other ex, the third person, OJ, and not OJ Simpson, obviously, right? But OJ, she claims that OJ harassed her and stalked her, but she's gonna get on and talk. It's another hour of just bullshit soap opera drama that I don't really want to listen to again. I want to spare y'all because it is like relationship hell. I think that the words that Dick Masterson said there kind of sum this up. Like, she is playing monkey. She is totally playing Mumkey Jones, and he's falling for it, right? If there's any sort of lesson to learn here, any sort of lesson at all, let it be about relationships. If you're getting involved with someone who is still involved with other people, especially in a romantic way or sexual way, and they say they love you, they don't love you. Okay? In fact, they're not even that into you. Unless you're totally cool with a cucked lifestyle, or unless you're totally cool with a polyamorous, whatever that nonsense is, which those relationships don't really work out well at all. Last time I looked at the stats, it's like they don't work because emotions complicate things, right? Jealousy complicates things. So, yeah, just let that be a life lesson. And the other takeaway is, while you see these popular YouTubers, and maybe they have a moment and they're making money, especially making money off their streams, go, man, you're working a hard job, working a stressful job, and you see them doing that. And sometimes they make a few hundred, sometimes they make thousands. It depends. Just remind yourself that moment right there is going to be short-lived. But just time and time again, these creators, these YouTubers, Ethan Ralph, I'll put him here there too, because he used to be on YouTube as well. They can't help themselves. While they can produce these videos, produce these streams, produce these podcasts, they don't have any handlers to make sure that their dirty laundry doesn't get out there. They don't have producers to make sure that they have their act together. It's a total shit fest. They can't handle it. I don't know. So I'll let that be that. I'm going to wrap it up here. If you have any other questions in the chat, let me know. I'll definitely hang out and talk about your take on this whole thing. This is an hour into a 2 hour and 46 minute podcast. So, yeah. Yeah, if you have any other questions or anything you want to ask, feel free to. If you haven't already, press the like button, share, subscribe. It helps out a whole lot. If you feel compelled to, I'm not, if somebody wants to, there's the Streamlabs link there on the screen, and of course you can super chat as well. Whatever you guys want. Gaming stream this week, definitely. Tomorrow I will be playing Bloodstained. I need to finish that game, Bloodstained, the Ritual of the Night. I'm at a point where I think, well, not gonna. I'll just be playing that. I think we'll be playing that game. Unless there's another game you guys want me to play, maybe. But I'm really enjoying Bloodstained, and I'm making progress in that game. I'm gonna take this off right now. That's Faye Valentine too in the background. Okay, this right here. That's what I'm telling you, man. It's totally shielding her. And we didn't even get to the part because it's later on. It's like towards the end where they start talking about Liuthekitty nudes, because apparently I guess there's some out there. Who would want to see that? And immediately, before the person can even complete the sentence, Ethan Ralph jumps in there like a brave white knight. No, don't talk about her nudes. Is the same guy who any other female guest that was on, he'd joke about it, he'll laugh about it. Complete double standard. He white knight for a pedo. That's weird. Let's see. I have good stuff. After that, you should try RoboCop versus Terminator SNES. Oh, RoboCop versus Terminator. Okay, that'd be fun. Yeah, that'd be a fun one to play. And yeah, all right. So I will leave this here. Thank you guys so much for some guy who tore apart his dying mom. Yeah, that's true. I mean, this guy talks to his dying mom in ways that no one should ever talk to their mom in, right? He cusses at her, talks to her like she's a piece of shit. But he didn't have that tone. He didn't have that tone at all with this pedo over here. It's that double standard, man. All right. Yeah, I'll go ahead and leave it here, guys. I thank you so much for your support and watching and having fun with me here. That sounded kind of weird. But y'all take it easy.